Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh. Today we're here to talk about what I feel like is the best budget upgrade for your factory stock that I think you can buy now. Now this is not a new stock and I have put this off for quite some time. I have been using this for several months and I really wanted to give it its best shot and I want to put it through its paces, and that is the KRG Bravo. So as you see it here, this one is not exactly how you would buy it out of the bag. So we do have a toolless length of pull adjuster on here, and we do have the ARCA that you can see my bipod is riding on. Pretty much other than that, this is a factory stock. And I call this a stock, but you could also equally call this a chassis. So for about $350 to $400, you can get the KRG Bravo without the ARCA and with a basic spacer system for length of pull. And that's gonna do you just fine. The big benefit from this over to what you might already have on your rifle now is that this has a full aluminum mini chassis installed into it. So what your action actually bolts into is one piece of aluminum. That is going to give you a ton of rigidity. Now this one is inletted for a Remington 700, but these come in a huge variety of inletting. You can get them for 457s, Remington 700s, the new Savages. They're releasing new models all the time, and I'll put up right over here a complete listing of all the inletting you have because it's just way too much for me to actually talk about. But overall, this has been a very solid stock or chassis for me. Like I said, it has this full aluminum mini chassis insert, and the rest of it is polymer. So one, if you're looking for something lightweight, this is going to be it because this polymer does not weigh much, but you're still getting that rigidity. And two, if you're just looking for something that's not going to break the bank, you can have this set up right here the way it sits for under $500. Who would I recommend this to? I would recommend this to guys who have bought factory rifles and maybe they're looking to get something a little bit more. Maybe you're looking for that extra little bit of accuracy, or maybe your factory rifle doesn't have an adjustable cheek riser like this KRG Bravo does. You can see here, we can lift this up, collapse it down. Same if you get the toolless length of pull. You can pull this guy out, you can put it in, give it a tighten. Another benefit to something like this, if you're upgrading from something that doesn't have an adjustable cheek riser, is one, getting that proper cheek weld is a pretty serious thing, but when your action is in here, if you want to clean it and you really don't want to take it out of the stock, you don't have to. You can just pop that down. This will no longer be in the way and your cleaning rod will go right past here and you'll be able to access your action and barrel for cleaning without any worries. So like I said, if you're looking to upgrade, or maybe you bought a barreled action and you're looking to get a stock and maybe you don't want to spend $1,000+ to get a full-blown chassis, then this is definitely something worth looking at. Now I got this particular one from Anarchy Outdoors. They are where I get a lot of my accessories for the rimfire stuff. They carry a ton of products and they do have the KRG Bravos there. There's pros and cons to every setup. And while for the money, this thing is going to be probably unbeatable in its price point of around $300 to $400. This is not something I would recommend for everyone. Who I would not recommend this to is competition shooters. Maybe you're a new shooter and you're looking to get into shooting competitive rimfire or PRS or whatever. I probably wouldn't recommend this for you because you're probably going to want more weight and you're not going to have a lot of options here. You can see there's not a ton of options to do things. So what you're probably going to end up doing is buying this and spending another $300 to $400 getting every single little doodad you can buy for this to try and turn it into a competition stock or chassis, and you're still going to probably fall short of like an ACC or maybe just some of KRG's other offerings. So KRG has stepped up their chassis game. They have chassis that range all the way up to almost $2,000, but what we're talking about here is a budget one. So if you're looking for that competition setup, this is probably not where I would steer you. But if you're looking to just turn your existing rifle into a little more serious shooter and you like the benefits that a chassis or mini chassis provides and you don't want to spend $1,000, $1,200, then the KRG Bravo is where I would spend my money, and this thing will be hanging out with me for the foreseeable future. So hopefully if you guys were looking for something like that, this video helped you. If it did, share it with your shooting buddies, give the video a like. Let me know down in the comments below if you're using a KRG Bravo, if you've ever used one, and maybe if you're looking for something along those lines, what else you have been considering. So I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.